Welcome, everyone. It's great to see you all, and thank you so much for taking the time out this evening on the 29th of June for an incredibly exciting announcement. Today is the launch of Truvvi Lifestyle for our independent business owners, and today we're going to take you through quite a bit of information that we'd like to share, but we should have you out of here in about 1 hour, all right? So with me today at head office, I actually have our head of products, Anthony Panto-Blake, who will be taking you through some of the presentation. And then we've also got our manager of marketing, Kate Spence, who will take you through some exciting details associated with the launch and an exciting promotion as well that we're going to end up on. So I'm firstly going to share a presentation pack, and I'll just bring that up now. Just make sure that's displayed okay. 1 second. It's my mouse. There we go. Truvvi Lifestyle. Well, what is Truvvi Lifestyle? Well, it's a travel and lifestyle membership service for individuals. Okay, it offers incredible benefits to members, both in accommodation, cruises, flights, activities, and other experiences. And it comes with a price promise. Truvvi Lifestyle is so confident in their special member-only pricing that if a member finds a lower price on another website, they'll refund 110% of the difference. Okay, and that applies to hotels, cruises, and flights. So I'll show you a short video because I'm sure I can see some of you, you're dying to go on holidays in the way that you're dressed. And I know we're all excited. So let's just have a look a little bit about what Truvvi Lifestyle is about. I know I definitely want to start traveling, so I'm definitely going to become a member. But now I'm going to introduce you to our head of products and our Truvvi Lifestyle guru, Anthony Panto-Blake. And I don't have to say, are you there? Because he's actually
I'm in the room. Good evening, everyone. Welcome. I hope you're all as excited as I am for this amazing launch. I've been in ACN a long time. I've been involved in every single product partner launch that we have active today, and I've never, ever been as excited as I am about Truvvi launch. Truvvi has the potential to save your customers a bucket load of cash, more than all our other partners combined. But apart from that, what I want to share with you is the incredible opportunity we have at this moment in time. Truvvi timing in terms of its launch is absolutely perfect. There was more than 600,000 Aussies travelling abroad, not to mention domestic travel, in the month of April. That's from the Australian Bureau of Statistics. And that's estimated to hit 1 million Aussies travelling internationally in the near future. On top of that, you've got millions of Aussies whose passports have expired over the past 2 years through the pandemic that are currently trying to get them renewed so that they can travel. So much, in fact, that the department, the government body that actually issues passports, is completely underwater, and they're hiring more than 250 new people just to keep up with the demand on passports. What does that tell us? It tells us that every single Aussie out there is looking to book a trip. So Truvvi coming on board for you and for the ACN family right now is an absolute game changer. Now, I did mention savings, and that's really important because with the rising cost of living, whether that's petrol or your shopping, your groceries, everyone knows how expensive lettuce has become. It's really for millionaires now, right? But really, there's never been a more important time to save money on the travel. Right now, after the last couple of years, everyone deserves a break, but let's do it in the most cost-effective way whilst not cutting corners and still enjoying the best vacation you possibly can. So after that, what I want to run you through next is the opportunity and how Truvvi really stacks up as a service compared to other online booking platforms, compared to travel agents, and compared to some of the other options customers have for booking their next holiday. So really, when you're looking at online search engines versus Truvvi, Truvvi has something that almost none of them have, and that's a best price promise. What does that mean? That means if you can find a regular offer that on the internet for the same hotel, for the same flight, or the same cruise, what that means is that Truvvi will refund you or your customer 110% of the difference. So that's more than the difference. They'll give you an extra 10% back if you can find a better price. That's an awesome selling point for customers, but really what it should do is reassure you that the Truvvi service is fantastic value. On top of that, Truvvi customers, yes, members will pay a small monthly, quarterly, or annual fee to be a member, but that comes back to the member in terms of hotel credits that they can put towards their next travel. So really, it's being offset. It's not an extra fee. If you're going to book holidays throughout the calendar year, then you can use those credits directly towards your travel costs, further reducing on top of the discounts that are already available in the platform. Now, Truvvi deals and actual offers, accommodation, flights, they're not visible to the general public, but there's a really good reason for that. So our counterparts in Europe and the platform provider have let us know the reason behind that. And that's because some of the Truvvi deals are so good. If we publish them online and if the general public could see them, every other player in the market would match them. So we have to keep them only for member eyes. And on top of that, you've got exclusive member offers. So that's something that we can really share with our customers to highlight the value that Truvvi has and to explain why, if they're just looking at the regular Truvvi sign-up page, they're not going to see deals straight away. You have to be a member. Now, a lot of customers, they don't want to book online. They like speaking to someone. They might be a people person, they may not be tech savvy, and for them, they've always booked their holidays through travel agents. They like sitting down, they like going through the options, they like someone else doing the hard work for them. The good news, right, is that Truvvi Concierge provides that service to customers. You can have a dedicated travel agent help put options on the table for you or your customers. But even better, some of those travel agencies, you may not realize, the way that they make money, the way that they keep the lights turned on is by actually charging a premium on top of whatever the base level price is for accommodation, flights, or experiences. The Truvvi travel agents don't need to make a commission on those sales. They're trained to find the best possible deal for the customer, not necessarily what's going to earn them an incremental commission. So you can always be guaranteed, again, by the best price promise, that the customer's getting the best possible deal via Truvvi. You'll also notice some of the airlines over the last few years, even before the pandemic, they've really started to get into the space of offering flights and accommodation packages, sometimes throwing in experiences in there too. And some of those deals might be great. But what you're going to find is if you or your customers are booking through those airlines, whether that's Qantas, Jetstar, or one of the others, what you'll find is that they've only got a limited selection of hotels to choose from. Because really, as a customer, you're only able to pick from the hotels that have partnered with that airline. What Truvvi offers is an amazing range of airlines and hotels. You can pick a la carte, and that's something no airline will be able to offer because Truvvi has a full range of hotels and airlines that you or your customers can choose from. And so you're going to have that much wider range and the safety net of that best price promise again. So really, no matter what type of customer you approach or whether it's you yourself, no matter how you like to order, ordering through Truvvi for your travel needs is always going to be a better option than either online hotel search engines, than travel agents, or the airlines themselves. Now, I wanted to bring up an example. At the moment, it's really cold and chilly in Sydney, and everyone's sort of dreaming about going where it's warmer, where it's nicer, taking a vacation, putting your feet up, sitting poolside, maybe sipping on a drink. And I know that I want to go back to Bali pretty soon in the near future. And so I brought up an example. I've looked on the Truvvi platform. I've looked across the web to try and find a deal. Now, it's important to note as well, in the Truvvi platform, you may see deals as you're signed up as members that are something like 83%, 87%, 93% off what the normal price would be for that accommodation. But a lot of the opportunity isn't at that high rate. A lot of it might only be 20 or 30%, but that's still going to equate to a huge amount of savings over your holidays when you're booking. So for this particular example, we've got the Seminyak Icon, which is a big major chain hotel that's in Bali, in Seminyak, and a hotel website quoted for a 7-day period, a 1-bedroom villa, just over $2,200, approximately $317 per night, which isn't bad for that type of accommodation, right? For that period of time booking, it's not bad. When I looked at Qantas hotels, who also offer the same chain, they were a little bit cheaper again. So they were almost $200 cheaper than the hotel website. So that's not bad as a customer. You know, if you're going at the website, you're looking at Qantas have saved me a little bit. Flight Centre, who a lot of you will be familiar with, you know, they've got an online website, but also they've got their stores where you can go in and book. They've obviously price matched Qantas to be $1 cheaper, right? So they're sitting just below where Qantas is in terms of their pricing. When we look at Booking.com, they had an end of financial year sale on. So they had their price reduced from around $2,000, similar to Flight Centre and Qantas, down by about $150 less, $200 less at $1,851. So, you know, that's a pretty decent saving from the original hotel website. But when I looked at Truvvi and I looked at this particular hotel, what we found was that the price was absolutely incredible. You can see there that you're saving a massive amount. In comparison to the next cheapest at Booking.com, we're saving $300. In comparison to the hotel website itself, you're saving almost $700, almost $100 per night. That's effectively your spending money on that trip if I was to book that today. We've looked up this quote. It's a real world example at 11 a.m. this morning. So we wanted to make it fresh. We wanted to pick something that was topical. Not every single quote is going to be this way. You may even find a hotel that's slightly more expensive in Truvvi. But if you do happen to experience that, you've got the best price promise to back you up, where you know you're going to be able to claim back 110% of the difference. So really, I don't want you to take my word for it. This is just an example that we've pulled up. But I want to bring on the call now and introduce one of our alpha testers, one of the IBOs that we've asked to help us in the first phase of testing of Truvvi, to let you know about his experience, to give you a bit of insight into his recent travel booking that he's made at Truvvi, how much he saved, and how easy it was to make that booking. Kurt, are you there, mate?
Yes, yeah, definitely here, mate.
Can you give us a heads up on where the booking was that you made, the holiday that you've booked, and how much you saved?
Sure, yep. So I signed up with Truvvi for a 12-month membership. Sorry, my voice is going. So I scored 6 points as an IBO. The sign-up process is simple and easy. I booked a hotel in Melbourne for 2 nights. Got $100 off the price of the hotel, plus I got to use $100 of my travel credits as well. So technically a $200 savings on my first booking. We also joined the Priority Guest Club, which is free as part of the package, and we now get to use airport lounges as well, which I'll be definitely testing up Friday and Sunday this weekend. So wins all round.
Thanks, Kurt. I really appreciate that. I mean, as you all start to jump onto the platform and sign up yourselves, or even if it's just your customers that are signing up over time, you're going to see that there's a lot of value there for us. Give us a second while we just bring up the presentation again. Next up, I want to talk about the platform itself. There's a number of different benefits, as Gerard ran through a little bit earlier. You've got flights, you've got experiences, you've got car rental, you've got hotels, you've got cruises. But really, what I want to emphasize and help you all understand tonight is that the hotels are the key component of the Truvvi value chain. So the hotel benefits, the discounts and the credits, they form the largest part of what's going to be most valuable customers to sign out. So when you are talking about Truvvi with customers, or even as yourselves as you're signing up, hotels is going to be the key area of Truvvi where you're going to get the maximum amount of value. And the reason for that is because the hotel discounts we receive via our platform provider partner are going to be a lot bigger than the discounts you get elsewhere. And the hotel credits will offset your membership costs against those discounts on top of the discounts that you're receiving, just as Kurt described a little earlier. And again, the best price promise is there on hotels. So it's really a win-win situation. Cruises are also another crucial component of the platform. Not everyone is a cruise person, but if you do know someone that loves a cruise, then what's going to be really amazing in Truvvi is the great rates. We've looked, and a lot of the rates that you find in Truvvi are actually equal to or better than cruise line member rates. So if you're not familiar with the cruise industry, a lot of the cruise liners, whether that's P&O or Carnival Cruises or one of the other international groups, if you sign up with them and go on a certain amount of cruises per year or you pay a membership fee, they will give you slightly better rates when you go on a cruise. So when we compare those closed group member offers to what's in Truvvi, Truvvi often will beat those rates. And on top of that, when you purchase a cruise through Truvvi, Truvvi will actually give you back a value of 10% equal to your booking, excluding taxes, back in Truvvi coins, which can be used for future cruises or accommodation bookings. So it's another factor alongside the hotel credits where you can redeem and really get a lot of value back. There are thousands of different cruise options within the platform. And as I mentioned a little bit earlier, if you are someone that likes cruises, you'll typically only be signed up to one cruise line membership because it costs a little bit of money and you've got to go on a certain number of cruises per year. But if you're a Truvvi lifestyle member, you've actually got access to great deals across most of the cruise line operators globally. So that's not just in Australia, that's out of Europe, South America, North America as well. All of the major chains are pretty much represented in the Truvvi platform. And the best price promise also applies on cruises. So hotels and cruises, what I really want to get across to you today is that they're the key value selling points of the Truvvi lifestyle membership. So the other components of the platform that we have are flights, car rental, and experiences. Flights are okay. You'll find that the prices in the platform are very similar to what's represented online at most places. The best price promise does apply to flights, but what you're going to find is that largely they're the same as what you're going to get elsewhere. The one benefit is that if you are a premier member like Kurt is, and like I know some of you will sign up to be, any single flight that you book through the platform, you will get flight accident insurance. So if something does go wrong on your way to the airport or while you're flying, then there is a level of coverage. So for peace of mind, that's a great selling point. But largely, you're unlikely to find the same level of discounts that you're going to get on cruises or hotels when you're booking flights. The other important thing to note on the flights is that if you do book flights in the platform, at the moment, the platform will charge you in US dollars. We're working with our platform partner provider to change that eventually to an Australian dollar figure. So for better transparency, at the moment, it will give you an estimated Australian dollar value. So it'll show you, here's what they estimate the Australian cost will be based on the current international currency conversion rates. But the charge on your credit card will appear in US dollars. So we want to be really upfront and let you know that that's the case. And also important to note, depending on your bank, some banks may charge a little bit extra or a conversion fee for taking for processing a payment in US dollars rather than Australian. Some banks don't charge for it, but some do. So there may be a small incremental charge that comes along with the flights that you book in the platform. On car rental and experiences, I don't want to dwell too much on them. They're in the platform. Sometimes, you know, there's no price promise up against those two features. Really, you might find a better price somewhere else, but for a convenience factor, if you want to book everything in one place, then it's a really useful addition and adds value to the customer in that way. Likewise, on experiences, I mean, the one thing that we did find was really useful in the platform was that if you're traveling to a new country, you can often book airport to hotel transfers under the experiences section. So that's a great way to use it because you're not paying a lot for those services, but it just takes the hassle out of it if you're landing and you don't know the country or they're dodgy taxi drivers or you're not as familiar with the landscape. So there is value there. It's just probably not as prominent. So when we're speaking with customers in the future and even for yourselves when you're signing up, really what we want you to take away is that the main value of Truvvi membership is actually in the hotels and in the cruises. Likewise, what we found when we're testing the platform, we've been booking things, we've been getting feedback, is that some people that have been testing with us and even staff in our office have looked at it and they've tried to book kind of accommodation in smaller regional towns, whether that's Berry or Alice Springs or Shepparton in Victoria. Some of those regional towns, they don't have a lot of hotels. And so naturally that means the selection is a lot smaller. And sometimes if you're not booking in advance, you may not find a lot of options in the platform. And really the platform works best in major capital cities in Australia because there are so many hotel options. And really that's where you're going to find the most amount of discounts. In Sydney, in Melbourne, on the Gold Coast, Cairns, Adelaide, Melbourne, Perth, all of those places, you're going to have a huge range of examples where you're going to get great value out of the platform. Internationally, they're actually really, really amazing. Whether it's Europe, South America, North America, there's tons of different options, lots of discounts, really great rates. And if any of you have been following our friends in Europe and their Truvvi experience, whether you know an upline there or other IBOs, or even customers in Europe that have signed up to Truvvi already, they're loving it over there. There's lots of great options traveling around Europe or North America, South America for huge discounts on your accommodation. So there is a massive opportunity with Truvvi around bookings, but we just wanted to make sure that within the ACN family, we're all on the same page in that if for regional areas in Australia, small towns, there may not be as big a selection of bookings available for hotels. Now, something that we're really, really proud of is the customer sign-up journey. It literally only takes 2 minutes. I've actually done it in less than a minute, but I did sort of cheat. So I had my web browser that remembers my first name, my contact details, and even my payment details. My card's saved in my web browser. So for me, all I had to do was click yes, yes, and I'm already through in about a minute. But really, there's 3 steps. The first is to go onto the Truvvi page. You select the plan you want, whether that's monthly, quarterly, or annual. And then all you've got to do is enter your name, your phone number, your address, choose a password and PIN. One more click away, confirm your payment details, whether that's Visa, MasterCard, or American Express, and you're literally up and running in 2 minutes. You could put through 10 customer orders in just 20 minutes, side by side, one after another. It really is that simple, and the process is really smooth for sign up. So we're having awesome feedback on the way that that works, and we hope that you enjoy it. It's literally the best sign up journey you can expect of all the ACN product services that are available. Now, talking travel, some of you may be wondering, how do I introduce Truvvi into conversations? It's not electricity, it's not gas, it's not mobile or broadband. A lot of people won't have a travel subscription service. They won't be members of a cruise line. They won't be part of a frequent flyer club or anything like that. So how do you approach them about introducing Truvvi into a conversation and helping them save money going forward? Well, ask them what their dream holiday is. Ask them where their next holiday is going to be. A lot of people have been dreaming about that for a long time with borders closed, with restrictions in place. A lot of people have had a really difficult time the last couple of years. And what we found is that most people can't wait to tell you about where their dream destination is, where they're going next, which family members they want to visit. Sometimes it's family members or friends that have been married overseas and they haven't been able to attend a wedding. Sometimes it's children, nieces, nephews, grandchildren that they haven't been able to see yet because the borders have meant they've been locked down. So now's the time to really use those conversation starters to get in and help your friends and family save money when they are booking these trips. I'm going to briefly touch on the membership levels and options. I know most of you are familiar with this. If you've been on any of the other training calls, we have gone into a lot more detail around the inclusions. But effectively, you've got the Essentials Pack, the Concierge Pack, and the Premier Pack. There's the option of adding the UK bonus pack on as well. So if you or your customer is traveling to the UK at any point in the future, would highly recommend. There's a lot of value in that pack that you can get. And of course, the monthly, quarterly, and yearly option for those plans. Now, the one thing I will say is that, at first glance, the monthly fee looks a lot smaller than the quarterly or yearly subscription. But really, it's a bit of a misnomer because if you sign up to the quarterly or yearly plan, you're actually going to get a whole bunch of hotel credits up front that you can offset almost immediately against any future accommodation costs. So really, if you're signing up to monthly, yes, it's a smaller upfront fee, but it means that you're going to have to wait until you build up enough hotel credits to actually sizably offset against your next trip's accommodation. So we really recommend the quarterly or the yearly because it's going to give you so many credits upfront for you to use, and that's really going to be on top of the discounts already there in the platform. So, the message there around the payment options is that if you're going for a longer payment term, the credits are going to be hugely invaluable for you or your customers in booking that first trip on the platform. Now, in terms of the plans we've got, the Essentials plan is your bare bones plan. It includes Of course, access to the best deals, flights, and exclusive member deals. And you've got the best price promise included there, and of course, hotel credits, which is on every plan. The concierge plan is just one step up from the essentials plan. It's actually our favorite because it comes with dedicated travel agent support. So that means it takes the hassle out of it. And I'll talk a little bit more about that in a second. But really, it's a plan where if you're time poor, if you don't have the energy after a day's work to search through and find the best deal, outsource that for a couple of bucks extra a month. And those dollars, again, they will count towards higher hotel credits you can use. It's a great option for the majority of customers. Lastly, we've got the Premier plan. So this is really the top end plan. It's for VIP travelers, those who want to travel in style in the airport lounges, those who want to use the expedited visa processing, passport processing services. Like as we mentioned earlier, there's a big line at the moment for passports going through. So that's a helpful feature that's available on the Premier plan. It's really the top of the top, and a lot of customers will love that plan too. What we want to run through as well is how do you match customers to the plan that's going to suit them best? So we all know that bargain hunter. We've all got that mate who brags about how cheaply they found this deal, this great value that they've got on the car that they've just bought or whatever it is in their life. And they're always focused on the lowest possible price for the highest return in savings. The Essentials plan is perfect for them, especially if they're tech savvy, they don't mind searching through, finding their own deals, doing the research. Then the Essentials plan is the absolute winner for those customers. And we highly recommend, if you know that's who they are, put the Essentials plan in front of them. That's the best way to convert those type of customers across. Now, the concierge plan, as I mentioned earlier, this is our absolute favorite plan. It's really, we think, the best plan for the most amount of people. It takes the stress out of booking your holiday. If you're like me, I like to enjoy my holidays. I don't like spending hours and hours surfing through trying to find the best deal. And even though the Truvvi platform has so many features that makes it easy, I would prefer for someone else to do the hard work for me. So what you'll do with the concierge plan, it's slightly more per month, but you'll get that additional cost back in hotel credits to use. So really, it's a no-brainer. It's perfect for old school travelers who prefer to speak to a travel agent. Like we mentioned earlier, some people just want to speak to someone. They want someone to walk them through the options, walk them through alternatives, and help them pick the right deal. If that's the type of customer that you're looking at, or if that's you, then the concierge plan is your pick. Likewise, if someone's time poor, maybe they're busy, maybe they're raising a couple of kids, they're looking after their parents at the same time who are sick, maybe they're working 2 jobs, this plan also is perfect for them. Because if they don't have the time to do all the legwork, then let the Truvvi travel specialists on the concierge desk help them book and plan their trips. And the good thing about this plan is that it's not just for booking your holiday, it allows you to help book experiences, whether that's dinner reservations, concerts, or booking at a bar with friends. You can use that in your home city as well as when you're traveling as well. So that's an awesome perk to signing up to the concierge plan. Lastly, we've got the Premier plan. And as I mentioned earlier, this is our VIP plan. The unlimited airport access is fantastic value. That on its own is worth almost $600 annually. So that's a huge saving that you're going to get simply by signing up to that plan. And you're going to have hotel credits that you're getting for the difference in the price anyway. And I should mention, if someone is using it for work and it's their service, it's also tax deductible. And you've got benefits like the fast passport and visa access. And for peace of mind, you've got cover for flight accident insurance. If you do run into any trouble and you're sick overseas, I've had that happen to me before. You know how important it is to have medical cover and support when you're abroad. So this plan really is perfect for those type of travelers. If you know someone who's traveling regularly or all the time, or whether they like to travel in style or in comfort, the VIP plan, the Premier plan is for them. But I don't want you to take my word for it. We think the Premier plan is so good. We've actually had our Regional Vice President, Truvvi Van Rossum, who's used the airport lounge access, who signed up to that top tier in Truvvi. And I'd like to bring her on the call to tell you all about her experiences using the platform, using the airport lounge access, and how good it's been for her. Truvvi, are you there?
Hi, yes, I am. Great to see so many of you on the call today. I'm actually based in London, and so I'm really excited to be joining this call with you guys today. It's just past 11 a.m. here. So yes, I've got one of these. It's a priority pass access card, and coming into London last week on Thursday, I was able to use the lounge in Sydney, which was fabulous. I had my 16-year-old daughter with me. She was very impressed that we just, swaned into the lounge. And because she is under 18, I just, normally you have to pay $32 to take a guest in with you. But I just, chatted to the lady. She said it's not very busy today. And so I just took Shamaya in there with me as well, which was great. So normally you do have to pay for extra family members as well. But the amazing thing is that the savings, exactly as Anthony said, the savings on hotels is just incredible. And I managed to actually get this for Barcelona and Nice in the next couple of months. So in August, we're going to Barcelona for 4 nights. And compared to booking.com, the savings were absolutely incredible. Exactly the same hotel, exactly the same nights. You can see there the saving in Australian dollars. And then we are going to Nice in France for a wedding in September. And so those were the savings available as well. And exactly as Anthony said, it's not just the hotels, but because I have a UK access card as well, so I went for the extra UK package, we get a taste card. And so I'm able to now go to the top restaurants in London at a significant discount, because these are 5-star Michelin restaurants and you get access to get in there and get much better deals. So I'm really excited. Guys, I can't even begin to tell you what an incredible, amazing app this is. And the fact that we are able to offer it to our friends and family is amazing. So get out there, talk to people, match them to what kind of services they want. But if I were you, I would just get the Premier package because it gives you everything. Thanks, Anthony. Handing back to you.
Thanks, Truvvi. That was amazing. And as you guys can see, we've had a number of people that have signed up earlier that are having an incredible experience. And I want to finish on a couple of things. Some people may be sitting there asking, well, it might be you. It might be the people you've been talking to, letting them know Truvvi's coming. I'm not holidaying anytime soon. Why would I sign up? Well, actually, signing up now and in advance of any holiday you're going to book gives you the ability to check the platform regularly to see when the best deals pop up. The deals do change in the platform, and we do get exclusive member offers flowing through from time to time as well. And so if you've got that in advance of when you're doing your trip, you're going to have a much better chance of getting the best possible deal. And in addition, if you are signing up in advance, you're going to get those hotel credits building up before you're ready to go. So it's a great way to sign up now. So if you do get a customer site saying, oh, I'll just sign up later, let them know of the benefits they'll get up front if they sign up today. Because some hotel websites, some travel websites will have last minute deals, lastminute.com, etc. Truvvi does have great deals for last minute hotels, but a lot of the time you're going to find the best deals in advance of traveling. So we recommend that if anyone does say that to you, you can come back with that answer. Likewise, we know that some people will say Truvvi deals can't be that good. I've heard it from my family and friends. They're probably the same as the other websites on the internet. But what you can do is show them. If you've got the Truvvi app on your phone right now, you can open it up, pick any destination. You will see that there are loads of deals on there that are sometimes 10, 20, 30, up to 80% off on a hotel accommodation. You can filter from either the highest discounted price as a percentage or the highest dollar value price as a percentage. And don't forget, there's always the best price promise. So if ever anyone says to you, oh, I'm not sure, it's probably the same deals elsewhere, you can guarantee them with the best price promise that if they do find something better, you'll get that rebate of 110% of the difference via Truvvi. So you've got that security blanket there. Some customers might say, oh, it's a bit expensive, $40 a month, $37.95 a month. I'll just use the free online search engines. But remember, you and your customers will get that back in hotel credits to use in the platform. And that's so powerful. That means effectively, you're not really paying for access. If you're going to book a holiday over the next 2 years, you'll have those credits. You will use that to save money on your next bookings. Likewise, the online search engines, they're not going to give you that best price promise either. So it's a massive, massive misnomer to say that it's more expensive. It's not. You've got those credits and you can use them at any point. Truvvi, if Truvvi is so good, why are service rates hidden from non-members? This is one that I've got from my friends as well. They've said, well, why doesn't Truvvi publish their rates? The reason why Truvvi can't afford to publish the rates publicly is because if we put our rates up on the internet, every other booking site would want the same rates from the hotel partners. So at the moment, they're hidden and only visible to members. But what that means is that we get these exclusive member deals that no one else has access to. So the fact that they're hidden means they can't be price matched. But you have the power in your hand, on your phone, whether it's an Apple device or an Android device, you can show the customer before they sign up the discounts that are available. You can show them how good it is and why they're hidden. If every hotel offered the same rates that we have access to via Truvvi, they would probably pretty much go broke. So the reason why they're hidden and why they're not visible publicly is so that we can offer those great deals just to our members. Now, I've been talking for a long time and I really appreciate your patience, guys. We're super pumped for this launch. It is the best product I think we've ever launched in Asia Pacific. We're really excited to get you all on board, but I'm going to hand back to Managing Director Gerard Frack to run through the next section of the presentation.
Anthony, I loved it. Seriously. I've been excited the whole time, but after that, I'm even more excited. And as he said, he's been here for each of the partners we've had. He's more excited by this one. It really is, it's a game changer. So now I want to take you through the pricing. Now, many of you will have seen this in other presentations that we've done, but I think it's worth reminding what the price points are for the different plans. Firstly, we've got the Essentials. The Essentials is $37.95 per month. Add the concierge services, and that's only $12 a month extra, so that's $49.95. And it's important to remember you're getting that back in hotel credits. And then the Premier plan is $99.95. Now, I just want to give you a comparison versus what the prices are in Europe, because I know how competitive these are out there. So in Europe, on their most basic plan, in the UK, the equivalent Australian dollars is $55. We have it for $37.95. There are some additional features that were included in the UK, so it's not 100% like for like, but we believe most people that are at that Essentials level really want access to the platform. That's what they're after. They're after the discount. So we decided to go even cheaper at $37.95 and make it even more affordable. But obviously the concierge is where we think most people would go to get that additional service. And if you're a frequent traveller, the $99.95, which in the UK has the same options, and it's $110 a month in terms of Australian dollars. Now, customers can select to pay quarterly or annually. Quarterly, you get 5% saving, annually 10%. On this slide, you can see that the equivalent monthly cost with that 10% discount is $34.16. But you're obviously paying for 12 months and you're getting the hotel credits right up front. So that's a bit about the pricing of this great new service. Now, just quickly in New Zealand, the pricing is there, but something that happened within the last month as we were going through the final development phase of the platform is that we have an issue in processing payments in New Zealand with the payment provider. That means we actually now have to develop a whole new payment processing gateway and integrate that with the Truvvi platform. That process takes between 2 to 3 months. So unfortunately, whilst we want to bring this to New Zealand, it is going to be delayed by 2 to 3 months. Now, if you have a customer or there's an IBO, not yet customer because we're not at that stage, but if there's an IBO in New Zealand that wants to take advantage, they can actually sign up through the Australian platform and they'll be paying the Australian dollars. But New Zealand will come. It will just take us another 2 to 3 months. One thing I didn't mention on the previous slide is there is actually no separate accreditation to sell Truvvi. Okay, obviously, you know, with Energy and a number of our other partners, there is. Now, the reason we made that decision is most of the information that you need to sell this service is part of the CAC accreditation. So you must do your CAC accreditation. So if you're a new IBO, you need to do your CAC accreditation before selling the service. If you're an existing one and you've expired that, you'll have to redo that so you can sell the service. And the reason for that is it's important in selling any of our services that we comply with various regulations. one of the most important is not misleading any customers. Just tell them how it is, tell them the facts. If they want to sign up, great. If it doesn't suit them, that's okay. No problem with that. But don't tell them things that are not true or inflated views as to what the platform can do. The platform's great, and that's why we just insist that you have done your CAC accreditation, and that's all. Now, I just want to delve a bit more into hotel credits that we've covered as one of the major benefits of the platform, because what you pay in your monthly, quarterly, or annual subscription, you're actually getting back dollar for dollar in hotel credits. Okay, so it's dollar for dollar in hotel credits. But if you sign up for the quarterly plan, you're going to get that full quarterly amount day one. And you're going to see why that's important in a second. If you sign up for the annual plan, you're going to get the full hotel credits day one. Okay, so not only do you get the discount, you're getting the hotel credits. So just on the right-hand side of the slide, you can see if you signed up for the Premier plan monthly, it's $99.95. You're going to get 100 hotel credits within a couple of minutes of signing up. But the issue is you may decide to book a holiday, and when you book that holiday, you're booking 7 nights accommodation, and suddenly you're going, oh, actually, the system is telling me I could use 500 hotel credits, but I only have 90. I only have 100 now. It would have been better if I signed on to the annual. And that's the advantage of the annual, is that you're going to get that 1,079 hotel credits, I think it is, so it's just hidden on my page, 1,079 hotel credits by signing up to the Premier plan annually, and you'll be able to get that back and when you're booking your hotel. So that's one of the advantages. Now, I'm just going to stop sharing my screen for a second and then share the web browser, which hopefully will work. And I'm just going to check on the other screen that it is. Nothing's coming up yet. Okay, apologies for this. I'm just going to try one more time. Interesting. I don't think any of you can see my screen. I'm just going to refresh the page. Try one last time, otherwise, unfortunately, I'm going to have to miss this. I don't know why, it was working perfectly before. Let's try that one. Okay. You can see a website. Hopefully it's clear on our screen, it's showing up. That's better. And I'll move that. And that should be better as well. And I'll move that down out of the way. Now, the reason I wanted to bring this up is if you sign into the travel portal, which I'm going to do, and I'll just sign in there. I'd like to show you how easy it is to actually book your accommodation. Let's say that you're attending the Sydney International event. So I'm going to look at Sydney, and it's just going to bring that up. There's Sydney, Australia. I can actually select different areas of Sydney, but I'm just going to do Sydney overall. I'm going to go to the conference dates, which hopefully you all know are the 7th. Well, the 7th is the Friday through to the 9th. It's actually on the 8th and the 9th. And I'm going to search for hotels. And one of the reasons I'm doing this is to show you where you're going to see the hotel credits appearing. But not all hotels will actually have hotel credits, but you still get a healthy discount on the hotel itself. Now, as Anthony said, you can easily select the different ways you want to sort this. So you can have it as the highest percentage discount, the biggest savings in dollars, the lowest price, the highest price, etc. So you can make an easy selection. You can look up a hotel name specifically. You might have a price range, or you may be thinking, hey, I'm going to splurge myself. I just want to look at 5 stars. Now, as you can see, it's highlighted the highest saving of 46% at the Harbour Rocks Hotel Sydney McGallery. And you'll see that if I booked this hotel, if I use 205 hotel credits, hence why, unfortunately, I've only got 99 to actually use, or 100 to use. So I won't get that price there. I'll actually get something slightly higher, $105 higher than that. So it'd be $677. I wish I'd paid for the annual plan or the quarterly because I could have got an even better price. So that would have been great. But in Expedia, and I'll bring it up because I searched for it before, and I think it's just on this side, and hopefully that does switch across successfully, which unfortunately it doesn't look like it is. Sorry about that. But in Expedia, and you can do it yourselves, you can actually search on the expedia.com.au website, and you'll see that they're charging, I think it was $1,030 for exactly the same room, the same nights, $1,030. So even without hotel credits, okay, without those 205 hotel credits, I would pay $777, a really good saving. That's about a 25% saving against Expedia. But it actually increases to 46% saving if I use the hotel credits. But you'll see that very clearly identified for each of the hotels as you scroll down the page. And there should be some, here's one as an example, the Haven in Glebe. I can't use any hotel credits, but that's okay. If I chose that one, I'm still getting a great saving of 25%. So it shows you the real value in the platform. But you don't always have to use hotel credits to get the savings. Often the savings are there without them, as you saw in the Hotel McGallery. The other thing that you see is you can also use Truvvi coins, and that's just been implemented. So you can see all 395 Truvvi coins. So I don't have any Truvvi coins because I haven't had the opportunity yet to go on a cruise. I wish I did. But if I did, once I've gone on the cruise, those Truvvi coins will appear in my bank account, if you like, on the platform, and that's the benefit I'll get. So I just wanted to share with you how easy, firstly, it is to use the platform, but also how you can actually see where you can use hotel credits. Just going to stop sharing my screen again, which actually is hard to see because I've got that in the way. Stop sharing. Now I'm going to share the presentation pack again. Hopefully, it's worked successfully. So that's a bit more about hotel credits. Truvvi coins, I've just mentioned briefly, and Anthony did as well. This is a new concept, only just introduced. You basically, if you've booked a cruise, excluding the taxes, you get 10% of that back. So if it's an $1,000 cruise, let's say, and you spent $900 before tax, you're going to have 90 Truvvi trip coins in the Truvvi platform to use next time for when you book accommodation or another cruise, which is another additional feature that they've added to the platform recently. Compensation plan. Then we heard Kurt say he got 6 points. So he did the Truvvi Premier annual subscription. But going through all the different plans, you can see starting at Truvvi Essentials, on the monthly subscription, it's 1 point. If you go on the Concierge or the Premier plan monthly, it's 2 points. But if your customer takes the quarterly option, you can see it's worth 2 points on Essentials, 3 points on Concierge, and 4 points on the Premier plan. On the annual subscription, the Truvvi Essentials is 3 points, 4 points for Concierge, and a massive 6 points on the Premier plan. Now remember, this product is 70% commissionable, which actually makes it, I think, the highest commissionable product that we have. Because remember, if your customer's on the $99.95, you're getting 70% of that commissionable every single month. And you're getting it for the lifetime of the customer. right? So if your customer, let's say, signs onto the annual plan, which is $1,079, your commissionable revenue will be 70% of the monthly equivalent of that 1,079. So you take the 1,079, divide it by 12, 70% of that is your commissionable revenue month on month on month, and you know you're going to get that for the 12 months until your customer renews their plan for the following year, and then it will continue. So this is an outstanding service, one of the highest remunerated services in commissionable revenue, and one of the highest points-based services versus any other product that we have within the portfolio in Australia. The other great feature behind this product is within 24 hours, the points are going to appear in your PCL. That's how quickly it's going to happen, within 24 hours. Now, don't forget, this does count towards customer bonuses. It counts for qualification. There's no exclusions in regards to any of that. Obviously, if your customer changes plans, like some of our other services, they may have signed up on the monthly subscription, let's say on the Essentials, but 1 month into it, they go, hey, this is great. I really want to get the annual subscription and I want to sign on to the Premier. Fantastic. You've now got 6 points and your commissionable revenue goes up. All right, that's the way it works. Excellent from a compensation plan perspective. So let's talk about launching. Today, it launches to independent business owners, and I'll tell you why we're doing that in a second. Our customer launch, we expect to be in July. Okay, so that's when you're going to be able to refer customers to the Truvvi platform. Now, you're asking, how do I sign up? So to sign up, you don't go through your storefront right now, because if you did, that would be available to customers that see your storefront. So where you go is www.truvilifestyle.com.au. Okay, it's going to come out in an email, so you don't have to write it down, but it's www.truvilifestyle.com.au. And the image you see on the screen on the right is the sign-up page. Make sure you don't go to truvilifestyle.com, because you're going to be signing up to the European version and you're going to be paying $55 a month. All right, you want to make sure you're going to the Australian site, the .au site. They look very similar, but on this site, you'll see the Australian dollars there. You know you're on the right page. Now, because you're not going through your storefront, it's important you enter in your IBO ID, so we know to allocate the order back to you. Now, once you are signed up to the service, within minutes, you will be able, it does say 15 minutes, but actually most of the testing we've done, it's actually available within a minute or 2 minutes. You're going to be able to log on to the iOS app, the Android app, or you can go to the website. And to go to the website, if you wanted to, you just go to that button on the top right that you see there, Travel Portal. The Travel Portal, you will enter in the username and the password that you entered when you signed up to become a member. It's the same password, okay, same username and password. You go to the Travel Portal, you sign in, and basically you'll see what you saw before when I was demonstrating. You'll see the Travel Platform Portal. Now, you'll also see on the top right of the screen, you can see My Truvvi, and I'll talk about that in a second, because that's the self-service membership platform, not the travel platform, the membership platform. So this is My Truvvi, and this is your standard self-service portal. You use the same username and password as you do for the travel platform, which is the same as the one you entered when you signed up to become a member. Now, through this platform, you can actually update your details. So if you've decided that you want to change the credit card that you're charged with, great, you can do that, or your debit card. If you want to change your email address, you can do that. And coming very soon, and we expect it to be in the next, probably by the end of next week, if you decide to upgrade your plan, you will be able to easily do this through the platform my Truvvi platform itself. Nice and easy. So if you're on let's say you signed up onto the monthly plan, basic again, and you decide after a couple of weeks, you know what, I actually want to go on the annual because I'm going to book and I want more hotel credits as well. Fantastic. Log into my Truvvi, go to the upgrade your plan section. It will display all the options. Easily select the annual one, whichever membership tier you decide, whether it's basic, essentials, concierge, or premier. Select that. It will tell you how much you need to pay for the next year, okay? Because you'll actually get a credit back because you've paid for the full month in advance, but 2 weeks in, you've decided you want to go on the annual. That's okay. You'll get 2 weeks credit back the rest of the month, and you'll pay for the year ahead. And it's nice and easy. When you actually go to process the payment, it simply explains that your charge will be this for the remainder of the period, and your charge for the following year will be the full yearly charge. It is very well explained on the platform itself. Now, in relation to the hotel credits, when you do and upgrade your plan, it can take, at the moment, I think it's up to 2 business days for the hotel credits to be displayed. That's only when you're doing an upgrade, by the way, not when you first sign up. When you first sign up, the hotel credits appear within minutes. Okay, but when you do the upgrade, it's a manual process we have to do at the back end at the moment. And so that can take 2 business days. Over time, you'll see it's another improvement we make, and we expect it to become a lot faster later on. The other thing is you can see your billing history. So it's a great self-service platform. It's available today, but the upgrade option will be available by the end of next week. Support. There are 2 areas to go to for support. One is if it's in relation to your membership. Okay, if you've got a question about your membership, I don't know why, but let's say you wanted to cancel. Okay, if there's something else that you've got that you want to query about the membership, where you go is truvvilifestyle.com.au. You'll see at the bottom of the page, there is a contact us section. And if it's between the hours of 9 a.m. to 6 p.m., Australian Eastern Standard Time, or through Daylight Saving, Australian Eastern Daylight Time, there will be a chat service available where you'll be able to get instant responses to the queries that you have. If it's outside those times, there is a form that will pop up and you will complete that form. It will be answered the next day or the next business day. So that's the 2 ways of contacting the membership support side. But if you actually have a query in relation to your bookings, your travels, you need to change something, whatever it is, it's a 24/7 support service. There's a chat service available and there is a number that you can call. Again, it is very, very clearly detailed at the bottom of the truvvilifestyle.com.au website, or if you're in the travel platform itself, you will see a contact us section on the travel platform. And that's the same if you're in iOS or Android, you'll see the contact details within the apps themselves. Now, product resources. You'll see more and more information coming to help you in understanding this service, being able to promote this great service to your friends and family. But what's available right away is through Pacific Compass. So it's the normal section of product resources. The ones I'll highlight firstly are some videos that the travel partner have put together, and they were put together originally for the European business. But we've gone through those, and actually almost everything they train out in terms of those 5 training videos is totally applicable to the Australian business. And it's really, really useful just by watching these videos because it gives you a broader understanding of travel. It explains some of the things Anthony was talking about before, such as why aren't these prices publicly available? Why do you have to be a member? How do you actually get the most benefits out of the platform itself? What are the suggestions when making a booking? You know, how you're better off booking in advance, being a bit more flexible about your travel dates. It is really useful information. You can go through it in your own time, but there are 5 videos that are there. And obviously, we will continue to work with our partner in rolling out some more information such as that. There's the FAQs that are available on the truvilifestyle.com.au website. Very, very useful for yourself as independent business owners, as well as the customers. You'll see on the truvilifestyle.com.au the benefits section. They're clearly explained, and there's links into the terms and conditions. There's a social media guide that we have available through the Pacific Compass website. And there's the videos that you will see on the Truvvi Lifestyle website that demonstrate some of the benefits that the platform provides itself. Now, I'm going to hand over for some further exciting information to our marketing manager. Oh, sorry, no, before I do, I'm sorry, there is one more slide. Why are we doing a launch to you, the independent business owners, first? And that's because it is a new platform in a new country. Now, the membership platform so far in the alpha launch phase has gone extremely well. And I expect it will go extremely well when you actually go through the sign-up process and see if you can beat Anthony in under 1 minute. That's pretty quick, but let us know if you can beat him on that. But the travel platform itself is new to Australia and will be new to New Zealand. And we want to hear if you have any adverse experiences, even good experiences as well. We want to hear your feedback, okay? And the reason we want to hear your feedback is we want to make sure that we iron out any bugs so that when we go to customer launch, we know that we're going to be giving the customers the best possible experience across both the membership platform and the booking platform, so that when you're referring your friends and family, they're going to have an outstanding experience on Truvvi Lifestyle. So please provide your feedback to product support at acmpacific.com. Please do not sign up customers that are not independent business owners. This is only an independent business owner launch, so that's one of the advantages. Obviously, if a customer really, really wants to sign up, well, they can become an independent business owner in your organization, and then they can actually sign up in that way, or alternatively, wait for the customer launch. Okay, the customer launch will be coming soon. But please provide us the feedback. Remember, you still have access to the support services that are available through Chat for Membership support, and obviously the travel platform provider. Go to those 2 areas if you've got questions. But if you've got feedback that you want to give us about your experiences, please provide it to product support at acmpacific.com. Now, that's all I have to cover. I will come back to close, but I am going to hand over to our marketing manager, Kate, who's going to share some further information with you and has an exciting announcement for the launch phase as well. Over to you, Kate.
Thank you, Gerard. Hi, everybody. I hope that you're all feeling excited and you like what you've heard from Anthony and Gerard. It's so nice to see so many of you on the call tonight. Now, as you all know, Truvvi Lifestyle is new to Australia and New Zealand, and you are all our first customers, hopefully our first customers. So we would like your help growing the Truvvi Lifestyle brand in Australia and New Zealand. So if you've had a smooth experience signing up, or you've saved some money on a trip, or had a positive customer service experience, then we would love if you could leave us a review on Trustpilot. If you've already booked a trip via Truvvi, or you've already signed up, perhaps you're one of the testers, then you can scan that QR code now and leave a review. We have a goal of 1,000 5-star reviews by September. So as soon as you do sign up and as soon as you book that first trip, we'd really appreciate if you could leave us a review and share your experience, because the more positive reviews we get, the easier it's going to be for you to sign up customers as well, when they can see and read about everybody else's great experiences with Truvvi. So the link for Trustpilot will also go out in the launch email this evening. So if you can't scan the QR code now, then you can refer back to that link later. So thank you. We appreciate your help with that. Now, the next and the most exciting part that I've got to share with you is that we're running a huge hotel credits giveaway on social media, and you all have the chance to win 500 hotel credits, which is worth $500 for you and for a friend. Now, there'll be 6 winners in total, 3 prizes, and you yourself will win, and so will the person that you tag. All that you need to do is like and share the post on Instagram or Facebook, and those posts are up now. So if you head over to Truvvi Lifestyle APAC on Instagram or Truvvi Lifestyle Asia Pacific on Facebook, then you'll be able to do it right away, like and share. You can tag a friend, and if you just tag the one friend in each comment, every single one of your comments will be an entry. So the more comments and the more people you tag, the higher your chances of winning. So the winners will be announced next month. So head over there and start tagging your friends, and you could be the winner of those hotel credits. Finally, I just wanted to remind you that we have the mid-year tour in August. We're coming to Sydney, Melbourne, Adelaide, and Brisbane. We will have some in-depth training on Truvvi. The Truvvi experts will be there. I'll be there. Gerard and Anthony will be there. Mike, co-founder Mike Cupers, will be there. So you can come along, you can meet the Truvvi experts, have a chat, and find out more about this exciting product. That's everything for me. I'm going to hand back to Gerard. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Kate. We're all here, and really, Co-Founder Tour is going to be fantastic. We've got a lot of our product partners coming. We obviously have co-founder Mike Cupers that's going to be there. All of us are going to be there. One of our other team members will be there. We're going to have people manning a Truvvi stand, or posting a Truvvi stand. So we're incredibly excited about seeing you at the co-founder event. As always, there's exciting announcements to be made as well. But today, IBO launched Truvvi Lifestyle. The Pacific region, especially Australia, has an outstanding range of partners in essential services. You know, we've got Sumo, Alinta, Mate. I mean, they're the primary ones, but we've got Vodafone, we've got Vonex, we've got some incredible partners, Sphere. We have outstanding essential services, things that people pay for today that you can offer to your family and friends who know that you're probably going to save them money. You're going to give them a good experience as well. Now we add our first lifestyle service, very different to the others, different ways in promoting it. But that's a great opportunity for you to go back to your existing customers and see if there's another service they may be interested in. It's also a great opportunity to speak to other people that might be interested in taking on this lifestyle service but weren't interested in saving money on the essential services side. And the final thing is it's another way of growing your organization and building your business, recruiting more independent business owners that are really taken by the travel service, more so than the essential services. And they want to get on board to promote travel, and then no doubt they will also take on and start promoting the essential services. So today, 29th of June, is an incredibly exciting day. It's the launch to the independent business owners. In July, we will launch to customers. You're going to get the email that Kate was referring to. It's going to be in your inbox within the next hour. So you're going to get a lot of the information shared. We're going to share the presentation that we've done. Okay, that's going to be available. And we'll also look to share the video as well for anyone that may have missed out. We've just got to go through that and see whether we'll share the video, but we'll definitely be sharing the presentation itself on the Pacific Compass website. Thank you so much for joining us. I did say to be an hour. We were an hour and 15 minutes. We got a bit excited by it. Thank you for the other presenters, Kurt and Shrimi, especially from London, that has woken up nice and early to be with us, and Kurt in South Australia. Thank you to all of you. We're interested in your feedback. We're super excited. We want to see your co-founder tour as well. And that's all we have for you tonight. Thank you very, very much. Good night.